Hello everyone, this is Jason. We're looking at a problem in Algebra 2. This is the stream problem. So we're having trouble setting this up. So I just want to give you some advice on how to do it and so you can set yours up and solve your problem. So here we have a boat traveling 40 kilometers up a river in the same time it takes to travel 60 kilometers down the same river. And then we know that the current of the water is 6 miles an hour. We want to know what the speeds of the boats would be in still water. Okay. So how we're going to do this? Well, we're going to use this table that you're given to kind of set this up, and then we're going to solve a problem. So we've got up the river, and then we've got down the river. All right, so what's the rate up the river? So now if we look, it's going slower up a river. So that means that we're going to have to take its speed, and we're going to have to subtract this from it. So this is going to be x minus 6, because we're going to let x equal the speed in still water. Okay, so then what happens downriver? Downriver, you see it goes further. So that means we're going to take the speed of the boat and we have to add this current to it because it's going to go faster. Okay, time. Does it say anything about time in the problem? No, we have no idea. So we don't know what that is at all, but we do know some distances. So upriver, it goes 40 kilometers. Downriver, it goes 60 kilometers. Well, what does this have to do with anything? We're going to look at this. Distance equals rate times time. We know it's the same time. So if we can kind of set this up where we have the same times, we can set them equal to each other and solve the problem. So how do we solve this? Distance equals rate over time. We're going to divide both sides by the rate. So we know that time equals distance divided by rate. So we have that in our table. We have a distance. We have a rate. We have another distance. We have another rate. And guess what? We have a proportion we can solve. So once we have our proportion set up, we're just going to take cross products. So we've got 40 times x plus 6 equals 60 times x minus 6. And now it's just a multi-step problem with variables on both sides. We're going to distribute 40x plus 240 equals 60x minus 360. And so now we just solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 20x from each side. And that's going to give me, I did the answer. I'm subtracting 40x from each side. And so that gives me 240 equals 20x minus 360. And so once we get there, it's just a couple steps left. I'm going to add 360 to each side. That gives me 600 equals 20x divided by 20. And so that means that our current in still water is 30, don't forget your units, kilometers per hour. So I hope this helps you with this problem in Algebra 2. If you still need help with this as you're working, please let me know and I'll get you some additional resources.